Hello everyone and welcome to another video. If you're new to this channel, welcome. I'm Emma. I run a small business from home called Embers and Ink, and this channel is all about my small business, my life and everything in between. Today, so you've just seen me sorting my studio out. It's been a long time coming. This place has become a dumping ground, which is standard, I suppose, when you work from home especially. But I finally got it all sorted. The floor is clean, which makes me immeasurably happy. And I've got a few jobs to do today in my small business. So I've got some orders to fulfill. I've also got some orders to make. So I need some new envelopes. So I use these brightly coloured yellow envelopes. I need to count how many cards I've got that still need envelopes and order those. I also need to order some business cards and potentially some more wooden pin badge backers. Because also in the new year, I'd like to do a Patreon tier to replace my print club. It's going to be a bit cheaper than the print club that I've got now. And I want to give a pin badge, a wooden pin badge every month that you're a member of that tier. So I'm going to need some new backing cards. I don't know if I should do some special backing cards for them or just use the same ones. We'll see. We'll see all about that. I think also I found this list when I was tidying up, and I think I've got some things to list on my website still, my new items. Maybe not, but I need to check that, because if they're not on the website, people can't buy them. So let's just get on and see where the day takes us, shall we? So one thing you might not know about me is that I am a plastic-free business, and I got these things a long time ago. They might look like ordinary cellophane bags, but they are actually plant-derived. When I got them, so these are the last ones that are left over from when I first got them ages ago. When I got them, the people who I bought them from said that they could be home composted and also industrially composted. But the more I look into it and the more I actually examine the thickness of the plastic itself, the more I'm convinced that this should only really be industrially composted. So I'm phasing these out now. I will leave a little sticker on them to let people know that they're industrially compostable. I mean, in one way it's good because at least we're not using a non-renewable resource to make them. So I think they're made out of starch. But because I'm not 100% sure that they can be home composted, I'm not going to be buying these ones again. There are some you can get that are home compostable, and I'm going to have to do a little bit more research into them. And the home compostable ones tend to be a bit softer and a bit stretchier as well. So there's less work for your home composting system to do to break it down. But I am going to use these up, but I will put a sticker on them that says industrially compostable. It's not ideal. I am doing my very best as a small business, and because these still are compostable, I am going to use them, but I'm going to make sure my customers know that they are industrially compostable and give them all of the information that they need. But all of the products that I make are plastic-free products, so they don't have any glossy stuff on them. So this calendar, for example, is made out of 100% recycled paper and can be recycled or composted. These stickers as well are paper stickers. The only downside of stickers is the backing paper is made out of siliconized rubber. Siliconized rubber is made out of siliconized paper. So even though the stickers themselves can be stuck on something and then that can be recycled, composted, whatever, the backing sheets, there's a question mark over silicone backed paper. So some people say it can be composted, but I would question how much unknown stuff is going to be put into the compost heap when it breaks down. So I always advise that the silicone backs, so the backs that you're left with once all the stickers are used up, just put it in your general waste. Even though some people say you can compost them, I don't want to say definitively that that's something that you can do. So I'm going to get on and package these. I'm going to make sure I make a label to let the customer know that these are industrially compostable and they're made out of cornstarch. Let's go. Let's just do it. And I should also say that I don't normally post my calendars out with any cello wrapper on at all, whether it's biodegradable or not. I normally send them out in paper bags like this one. The only reason I'm doing this for this one is because the customers said that they're sending them out to other people and they'll be going out around the world, so they would like the compostable cello bags on them. But for this order here, which is another calendar, I'm just going to be putting them in the paper bag, and this will then go inside one of my fully cardboard protective envelopes. Let me just show you what I use. So I use these plastic-free envelopes. Oh, bashed myself then. So I use these plastic-free envelopes. They're fully cardboard all the way around, so they provide 360-degree protection. So the paper bags are enough for protecting all of my packages in transit from me to you. But like I say, this customer is going to be posting them around the world and they don't necessarily have as protective envelopes as I do. So that's why I'm using the cornstarch wrappers on those ones. So the tape that I use is also plastic free. So this is paper tape. I get this from a company called Ecologi, and it is fully recyclable, fully compostable, which is always nice. It's horrible when you get like recyclable packaging from a company and then it's wrapped with plastic tape. What's the point? I do need to be a little bit better at letting people know that I am plastic free. So I know, and my kind of hardcore fans know, but I need a way of, I don't know, letting people know. Did you know that I was a plastic free business? Did you know that I also plant trees with every order? Well, I don't plant them. I'm kind of partnered, is that the word? Partnered with a company called Ecologi, and they are an environmental organisation and they facilitate the funding of tree planting. So they make it really easy for small businesses and as well individuals as well to affordably fund reforestation projects around the world. So on my shop I have it's a, what's the word? Let me just get that light up. On my shop, embersandink.co.uk, I have an integration. You're wonky. Let me just sort you out. Better. Yeah, on my shop, embersandink.co.uk, I have an integration, which means that every £8 I earn on the shop, pardon me, and breakfast is coming up. So yeah, I have an integration for every £8 that I earn on the shop, and you can change it for whatever number that you want. You can do it per sale, per 3 sales, per 10 sales, per £10, per £1, whatever. Mine is £8 because I have a lot of small items. And if I were to do it for every sale, then I'd be spending more than I'm getting back It wouldn't be profitable. But I've got, for every £8 that I earn on embersandink.co.uk, Ecologi will fund one tree to be planted. And sometimes I do little offers. I'll advertise it on Instagram, where throughout a month I'll have a sales target of, say, 50 sales. And if I reach my sales target, I will plant 50 trees. So I can go in and I can fund an extra clump of trees to be funded. But it's really good. And I need another way of telling people about it, because I think people switch off a little bit, or people think that I'm greenwashing. People think that I don't actually do it. I do it. So let me know in the comments your ideas, if you've got any. How have you seen other plastic-free businesses and other eco businesses let you know that they are plastic-free, that they are eco? You know, without spending a lot of money on advertising campaigns, because I work from my spare room, which is known as the studio, but it's still my spare room. You know, I don't have a big advertising budget. So yeah. If you want to check out Ecologi, by the way, you can. So I've got a little link. What I really like about Ecologi is that it's really visual. So it's not just a number on a page, like this is how many trees you funded this month. They make a little virtual forest, so you can see how many trees you've funded this month. Your subscription also funds carbon reducing initiatives, so investing in solar power, investing in clean burning stoves, loads of initiatives that are aimed at reducing our carbon output as a world. And it's really visual, and you can see what you've done. You can go back and see all of your progress. You can see all of the trees that you've helped to fund. So I'll pop a link down below. That is a link to my forest, my virtual forest, that is representative of real trees. But the link down below, you can go and see that. And if you're interested in signing up, all the information's on there, but obviously I'm not pushing you. You do what you want, you do you. But it's a really cost effective. Look at me, I'm working from my spare room, basically, and I can afford a little bit to help reforest the world and help to reduce our carbon emissions as well, which, so yeah, it is a really cost-effective way. If you're wanting some way to help make the world better, help fix the world, then it's worth having a look at. But obviously, like I say, you do you. I'm not going to force you. You do what you want to do. So these are ready to go to the post. I'll do those later. I need to order those envelopes. So I needed something like 80 envelopes in the end, but I think I'll probably just order a bulk of like 100 or 1,000 envelopes, because obviously you might not know, the more you order, the bigger you order in bulk, usually the lower the unit price. So you'll be paying more, obviously, but each envelope will cost less. So I might just do that. I'll go and have a look and see whether they've got any yellow ones, because the yellow ones from that company that I use, they always seem to be gone. I think people like yellow. So I'll go and do that. I need to have a look and see if I need to order any more cards, because I need to order some more business cards, because I've got about 4 left. So they need to be ordered. But I ordered them from the same place as I order my greetings cards from. So I might just go through and have a sneaky look and see if any need to be reordered. I was thinking about maybe making one new Christmas card design, so maybe I'll do that as well. For my calendar, I did a cat for each month, basically. And for the Christmas one, I was thinking it would make a nice Christmas card somehow. So I might try and make that into a Christmas card in some shape or form. And maybe order a small number, maybe like 20, something like that, and then I can sell them at my markets. I was also thinking about maybe getting it made into a wooden pin. So maybe that's something that we could do today. We could maybe get the file ready, and then it'll all be set up ready for when I get it made into a pin badge. I was just thinking this bit, not the whole circle, just the outline of the cat and the wreath. This cat is actually based on my boy Dave. If you're new to the channel, you may not know, but Dave was my boy, my old cat. I'll pop a picture of him. And I wrote my children's book, my first children's book, all about him. It's called Our Dave. It's about a very special cat who's searching for his forever home through the cat shelter. I'll pop a picture of that here somewhere. Sadly, he died last September, but he's still with us in our hearts. We've got a new little boy. He's through there at the moment. I'll pop a picture of him up here. He's called Rolly. Probably end up writing a book about him at some point. But my second children's book that I'm doing at the moment is a book all about a dog. Not a dog that I know either. But I'm working through that at the moment. But not today. Today I need to sort stuff. I need to go through my market boxes as well, get those ready for markets because I've got some markets coming up. I just need to basically go through and see if I've got everything that I need for my Christmas markets, because that's where I make my money at the end of the year, Christmas markets. But yeah, let's just do it. Let's just do it. So, after a lot of messing around, I finally put an order in for my cards, for my business cards, so more of those, and more of my wooden pin badge backers. I still haven't put this card on my own website, which I should have done weeks ago, which I haven't. It's been in the Sheffield Maker Shop in the Winter Gardens, but I should have put that on weeks ago. So I'm going to write a list for tomorrow, and that's going to be, not tomorrow because I'm in the Sheffield Maker Shop tomorrow, that's going to be on a list for Monday. So let me just do that now. So that's that done. But as it's 10 to 7, don't know where the day's gone, I should probably go and have some dinner. So yeah. Would you like to come with me to the Winter Gardens tomorrow, to the Sheffield Maker Shop? Well, you're going to, so strap in. So I'm just waiting for Andy. But look, the wreath's still going strong. So I haven't been able to talk so far because it's been mega busy. It's a Saturday today, so it's a busy day. If you don't know what the Sheffield Makers Shop is, for me, it's a shop that's in Sheffield which stocks just local makers, local artists. It's been a real lifesaver for me in terms of my small business. So if you are a small business and you are wanting tips, get yourself in touch with local shops that stock sellers who are small businesses, and if it's local small businesses, all the better. Andy's running late to pick me up, so let me show you around the winter gardens. Finally in the car, because there was football traffic, it took Andy an extra 45 minutes to pick me up. Bless him, he's a good one. Look at the state of my face after wearing that mask all day. Right, we're going home. Tomorrow I am not at work, but on Monday I am back in the Sheffield Makers shop, so I might do some sneaky working tomorrow. You know what, I don't think I will. Scrap that idea. Scrap that. But yeah, next time you see me, maybe when I'm back in the studio, or it may be while I'm having dinner. It's like a magical mystery tour. Keep watching to find out. Hi. So it's Wednesday. Rather than getting back into the studio on Tuesday, I had to go shopping on Tuesday, and by the time I finished shopping and packed everything away and prepped for the dinner, I didn't have any time left, so scrap Tuesdays. Today it's pretty late because we took Rolly out into the woods for a walk on his lead. He actually had a walk, which was amazing. So there's a couple of things to do today. I've got these through the post. Thinking about making some little Christmas baubles. We'll see how they go, but I've got quite a few of them. So if they don't turn out right, I've got lots of spares. I might prime these. Also, I need to let the Sheffield Makers shop know when I'm going to be available in December and January, which has made me immeasurably happy because I get to use my calendar. These are available from my website embersandink.co.uk, printed on paper, non-glossy paper, so you can write on them in pencil. They're recycled paper, recyclable paper. I've also had another order of, I think this is envelopes, so I'm going to need to count those. Oh, you alright, Rolls? But don't. I'm going to need to count those because it's always good practice to count all of your orders to make sure nothing's got mislaid. So I'm going to get on with that. Maybe tomorrow will be a bit more get up and go. Because I'm in the Sheffield Makers Winter Gardens shop on Saturday as well, I'm going to take some Christmas cards. It might seem a bit early, but in retail it really does move fast. So the manager wants to get all the Christmas cards, or as many Christmas cards out as possible. And as I've got some left over from last year, I might as well whop them down there. So that's what I'm going to do. These are the envelopes I've got left. They're just waiting for the cards. I ordered some cards the other day, waiting for those. Oh, another thing happened. So I ordered my pin backers, which are these. So I ordered some of those along with my business cards and some more greeting cards that I needed topping up. And literally the day after I sent this in, can you read what it says? So it says made with responsibly sourced, sustainable European birch plywood. And the day after I sent this to the printers to order another 250 of these things, the people who I actually get my pins from say, we're stopping using birch plywood, it will be maple veneer or like another type of veneer, which isn't a problem, apart from the fact that I've got it in my pin backers. So I had to basically email my printers and say, stop the press, and ask them if it had been printed yet, because if it hasn't been printed, I've got some new graphics. So I just made a generic graphic saying, a pin badge made with sustainably sourced wood, which is fine, which it is. So I'm still waiting for those to come, and my new greeting cards, my business cards. And until then, I don't really have a great deal to do. The light is fading, so I'm not going to paint these today because I'm going to get annoyed. I might sit with my iPad tonight and just design some Christmas baubles. And then that could be a job for tomorrow. Tomorrow I've also got to go and get my flu jab. This is the first year that I have got a flu jab. I don't get it on the NHS, I'm paying for it this year, but it would be such a shame if I were to get the flu and COVID at the same time. So I'm eliminating one of them, seeing as though I don't qualify for my next COVID booster. I hope they'll be available soon. I just hope they'll be available soon. But that is that. So everything's done up here today. Might go and treat myself to a little shower, and then I can have a nice chilled out evening. Andy's working until 10 tonight. So I'm eating on my own, so I'm having leftover satay noodles that we made last night. They're amazing. So yeah, I'm calling it a day here. The benefits of working for yourself. This is the tofu satay noodles that I made last night. Prepped. I'm just going to decant it and add a bit more peanut sauce. And look at this cute pumpkin I got the other day. Best stock in the shop. So that's me settled. Almost settled. I didn't heat my noodles up because there's a lot of raw veg with it and that might just be minging in the microwave. Tonight I'm going to watch a film and my film of choice is going to be this one. I started watching Harry Potter again in memory of Robbie Coltrane, the actor that plays Hagrid. Because he's such a fab actor and has been basically part of my backdrop growing up. And it's nice on a cosy evening and Andy just won't watch them with me. So that's what I'm watching tonight. And the amazing Alan Rickman. How can he be gone? Oh. So many legends just gone from the world. But I'm going to go eat my dinner and I'll see you tomorrow. I've just got back in from my flu vaccine. The person who is doing the flu vaccines is ill today, so I've got to ring back tomorrow. But yeah, I've got to ring back tomorrow. Which means I wasted a day because my personality type means that I don't do anything before my appointment. I've basically been waiting all day for my appointment. It's only like 12:30, it's not. It's 12:50 now. I wait all day for my appointment. You get down off the table, you. Down. You're a good boy. And now I haven't even got a flu vaccine to show for it. But I did go to the charity shop and I got this, which may not look a lot to you, but it is, I suppose it's designed as a magazine rack, but we use them at the Sheffield Maker Shop for like displaying art prints and things. So I thought if I ever had any sale art prints, I could whop them in there and it's good to stand on a table. It basically fits together like a cross. I'll show you later. But I'm gonna treat myself to a bit of lunch. What else can you do when all your best laid plans have been foiled? So I don't know how I'm going to do these baubles. They didn't come with any protective paper on them, so some of them are scorched, which is fine. I was thinking I was going to paint them all and design them all, but I might just paint white where the design's going to be and colour over that and have the rest natural colours. So first I want to see if I can sand this scorch mark off without it looking too rubbish, and then we'll take it from there and see. So the only sandpaper I've got is P80 sandpaper, which isn't the finest you can get. So I think I'm going to get some finer sandpaper and give it another go. Because at the moment it's taken quite a lot off and leaving score marks in it. And I think sandpaper, a finer sandpaper will probably work better. But it's got the potential to work. Not all of them are as scorched as badly. In fact, most of them have at least one side that's scorched quite badly and the other side isn't. So I don't know. I'll maybe just end up painting them. We'll see, but that's not going to be a today job. Tonight I'm going to make a curry. I know this isn't really a work-related thing, but hey, this vlog is all about my business, my life and everything in between. So I'm going to make a chickpea curry that I've seen on Instagram. So I'm going to be prepping that pretty soon. But first I've got a little bit of work to do for the Sheffield Makers Winter Gardens. Because I write their newsletters for them, and I have a lovely interview with one of our makers, Mabel and Bo, which I'm going to format, and I'm going to just get that newsletter scheduled because it's nearly the end of October now and it's going to go out in November. So there. Good morning. It's Monday, 31st of October, Halloween. I'm seeing today in with my little Halloween pin badge. Thank you to everyone that's bought one so far. If you haven't bought one yet, there's always next Halloween. embersandink.co.uk. I'll pop the link down in the description below. So it's been a few days since I last recorded because illness has struck in our house. It's not COVID. I haven't got it quite as bad as Andy, but neither of us has been in the mood for going to work, so I haven't filmed. But what's arrived in the meantime, so 2 days ago, was my Print.Work order. So we put this in together. So it's cards, it's business cards, and it's pin backers. And they've sent... Did I tell you what happened with the pin backers? So I put the graphic in for the pin backers that said that it's birch. The pins are made out of birch plywood, and then the pin makers got in touch with me and said, we're not doing birch plywood anymore. So I had to basically send them an email saying stop the press, and sent them a new graphic, and they've sent it with the right one. So a pin badge made with responsibly sourced fast growing wood. That's all I need to know, really. So today what we're going to do, we're going to get some envelopes for those cards. We're going to get my corner rounder, and we're going to round the corners of the business cards and the pin badges. And I'm thinking maybe some of the greetings cards as well. I don't know, I'm going to do maybe a little trial. I'll do a little trial with some old greeting cards to see if the corner cutter that I've got can handle it, because it's only a very basic manual one, so I'm not sure the thickness of the greetings cards will work. But anyway, let's get to it. So these came with the order. I don't normally share a lot of my manufacturers, not for any particular reason, but I will this time. I'm not sponsored at all. I think that's one of the reasons I don't share things like that with you, because I don't want you to think that I'm doing it to get paid. If I were, I would tell you, not just because I'd have to tell you, but because, I'd want to. But I use a company called Print.Work, Print.Work, and yeah, they're not the cheapest company out there, but they are very affordable. The reason I use them is because they're standard paper. All of their papers are recyclable and recycled, but they do that as standard, so you don't pay any more. So some companies you would pay more if you wanted something that was planet friendly. They don't. So all of their standard paper, standard cards are all recycled. Yeah, recycled and recyclable. And every month they donate money to charities, and they're always, I don't know, they're just such a lovely, caring company. They're an example basically of how to do business right. So I like to support them. And like I say, they're not the cheapest, but the quality you get is so much better than the cheapest, and they're not expensive by any stretch of the imagination. And you know what it does? Sometimes, because I used to use, when I very first started, I used to use, was it Vistaprint? Again, nothing wrong with them. I'm not going to say there's anything wrong with them, but a lot of the time things would get packaged in plastic, which was bum. And they'd give you like these incentives where if you ordered like 1,000 cards, you'd get them for 0.001 pence each or something like that. And I have still got, well, however many years after starting Embers and Ink, I've still got cards in there that aren't selling anymore, that I still got maybe like 900 left. What a waste. So I buy small batch, which is a lot more sustainable for a small business. It keeps it fresh and it stops the waste to the planet. So this month they are, they're donating profits. They're donating, hang on, what is it? So let me read what it says. So Nourish. Due to universal credit cuts and the rising cost of living, the Trussell Trust has seen an accelerated need for emergency food in the last 6 months. Last year alone, the charity provided over 2.1 million food parcels to those in need, a dramatic increase of 14% compared to the year before the pandemic. Experts have warned this is likely to get worse as the cost of living continues to rise, which is why this month we've chosen to donate 20p from every order to the Leeds North and West Food Bank. So really helping that by using this company, I am directly helping people who need help, which is always nice. Anyway, I kind of went off on a bit of a tangent there, but there you go. Let's get going. First, I'm going to cut some corners, not figuratively, literally. You can get big machines that do like a big bunch of corners in one go, but they're like a lot of money. So I do it manually, one by one. By the end of this, I'll have a blister, but I don't care. But if anyone wants to buy me one of those big ones, you know, just let me know. Get in touch via the comments. They've turned out really well. I'm going to leave these until I've got pins to go on the back of them because my thumbs are hurting. So they're going to just lay in wait with my little corner cutter for another time. But I've got some new Christmas cards and, well, just new greetings cards to show you. Most of them are Christmas cards. So let me just show you them quickly. So we've got a mince pie Merry Christmas. This one's a pretty cute one. So this one features the December image from my Cats 2023 calendar, which is available now from embersandink.co.uk. Actually features my boy Dave, my old boy, and it just says season's greetings. Doesn't say anything about Christmas, even though it's got all the accoutrement of Christmas on it. So if you wanted to send a winter card to someone who doesn't celebrate Christmas, that's a good one. So we've got season's greetings there. We've got this one. Features a bauble with Michael Bublé in it, and underneath it says Michael Bublé. These have been on my, some of these have been on my Thoughtful profile for a long time. And if you don't know what Thoughtful is a greetings card company provider. So like, you can buy them online and they'll send them directly to the people that you want to send them to. This is a bauble with Carol Vorderman in it, and it says A Christmas Carol. This is a new one with Noel Edmonds in a bauble, and it says The First Noel. I think that's all the Christmas ones now. Yeah, that's all the Christmas ones. So I've got a new birthday one, which is a funny take on a niche song by The Lonely Island. I designed this originally for our friend Donald. So Donald, if you're watching, it's all because of you this happened. It says happy birthday to the ground. And then I've got an updated Love Cats card. So they're two cats in love with their tails making a heart shape. Just a bit brighter than the last one. And the last card I've got is this one, which is, I'm assuming, probably a Valentine's card. I just thought it was cute. So it says, donut go breaking my heart. It's a donut. That'll make a nice pin as well. I'll make that into a pin badge. You never know. But I'm going to get ahead and just envelope these up. I do have some old red envelopes from Christmas cards I did a million years ago. So I thought some of the Christmas cards might be nice with the red envelopes in there. But let's just get going. I'm sorry that the light is rubbish. It's an autumnal day. I'll try and fix it when I'm editing this, but you're just going to have to be patient. Be patient with the light. So let me put all these back and we'll get going. So there we are. We finally finished the task that we set ourselves at the beginning of this video. This is where I'm going to leave this week's video, but if you did enjoy it, please do give it a like and a subscribe if you haven't already, because it really does help me to try and beat the YouTube algorithm and helps me to reach new people like you. And if you want to leave a comment as well, I do read them all, so pop a comment down below and say hello. But me and Andy are going to go and take Rolly out into the woods for a walk now, so we've got to go. So I'll see you next time.